Good morning. I'm Rick Meadors, Vice President of Regional Public Affairs for Fidelity Investments here in our Rhode Island office. My pronouns are he, him, and his. Over the last year, Fidelity Investments has grown significantly, earning more than 8.6 million new customers since the start of 2020. And with that, our interactions and engagement with clients has surged. Supporting our customers and our associates who help them is a top priority for us, and Rhode Island will play a critically important role. And today, we're announcing an expansion of Fidelity's footprint here in Rhode Island. Fidelity Investments is adding a new regional center for its personal investing business to the company's existing campus here in Smithfield. This new regional center will join the 6 others that Fidelity has across the United States, and it will be the home base for 500 new customer-facing positions.
Yay.
These 500 new entry-level jobs are in addition to the 50 Rhode Island-based technology jobs that we announced last month, and they're positions that haven't historically been available here in Rhode Island. The roles will help people with some of the most important financial goals in their lives, such as buying a home, getting married, or planning for a secure retirement. Expanding our footprint in the state will allow Fidelity to tap into Rhode Island's talented and diverse workforce to source people who are seeking jobs where they can truly make a difference. You do not need to be a licensed financial professional to be hired. Fidelity is seeking candidates with strong customer service skills. At Fidelity, caring about the well-being of our customers is at our core, and we're looking for Rhode Islanders who share in this passion. This announcement is part of Fidelity's overall efforts to expand our footprint across the United States, increasing the number of technologists working on digital solutions, and continuing to hire thousands of client-facing associates to provide a best-in-class customer experience. Now, as we actively plan how and when to eventually return to the workplace here in Smithfield, we're offering virtual hiring, onboarding, and training, as well as work-from-home arrangements to ensure the safety of our associates. Candidates can learn more and apply at fidelitycareers.com. On behalf of Fidelity Investments, I want to thank Governor McKee, Lieutenant Governor Sabina Matos, Senate President Ruggerio, Commerce Secretary Stefan Pryor, Smithfield Town Manager Randy Rossi, Council President Susie Alba, Council Member Sean Kilduff, and Steve McAllister from the Warwick City Council, who's also with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. And thank everyone here today for your support of Fidelity's expansion in Rhode Island. Growing our footprint here will allow us to source diverse and innovative Rhode Islanders to meet our customers' changing financial needs today and in the future. Thank you. And it is now my pleasure to introduce the Governor of the state of Rhode Island, Dan McKee.
Great news. That's great news, Rick. That's fabulous news here on the begin of the week here, and be here with my colleagues, the President, the Lieutenant Governor, managers, and Town Council members. Thank you so much. And for the invite to be here today. This announcement by Fidelity creating 500 new positions at the Smithfield campus is welcome news, and it's also a sign of things to come. This is my first opportunity as governor to be here, stating that the jobs are very important to the state of Rhode Island, and also welcoming that opportunity. So thank you for the Fidelity for really stepping up in a big way for the state of Rhode Island. I particularly like the description of the jobs because these are professional opportunities, and we always hear, right? Geez, where are our kids going to work, right? We want them to stay here in Rhode Island. What a great opportunity here that we're offering some entry level into a top-notch company like Fidelity right here in Rhode Island. So I want to just say that there's ways that you can actively, communicate in terms of your interest for these jobs just by going to fidelitycareers.com and apply right now for these leadership and entry-level jobs at a financial institution that's top-notch, grade A right here in Rhode Island. It's encouraging to welcome this news as we begin Rhode Island's economic recovery. We know that we're in a reopening strategy right now in the state, coming off a pandemic, and with the work that's going on with our health department, with REMA, with our office, along with the National Guard, we're getting shots in the arms, and this is what's so encouraging right now, that this is going to happen quickly. This is going to happen over the next couple quarters. So there's light and it's bright, and I want to just thank Fidelity. I'm very grateful, as is Rhode Island, for your contributions to the state, not only in this announcement, but during the pandemic. Thousands of pounds of food have been delivered by Fidelity and their working staff to the people of the state of Rhode Island, and many other ways, helping with our education, helping with computers to our in communities that need them. Fidelity has stepped up, and again, they step up today with the announcement of 500 additional jobs over the next few quarters. I look forward to continuing to work with you, Rick, and everybody at Fidelity, and I thank you for this opportunity to create these opportunities for our hard-working Rhode Islanders in the years to come. So thank you so much for the invitation today. Congratulations.
Thank you, Governor.
Wonderful news.
Great news.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you, Governor McKee. I just want to say thanks also the Senate President Ruggerio and Secretary Pryor, and the Smithfield Town Council Manager, Mr. Rossi. And thank you, Rick Meadors, also for hosting us here. And the members of the City Council, I'm a big fan of the council people, right? Thank you so much for being here and for hosting us here. Creation of jobs is vital for our Rhode Island economy to come back. We need to get everybody back to work. And this is a good sign that we're getting ready for that, to welcome everybody back to work. Rick, you and your entire team here at Fidelity are proof that Rhode Island is open and ready for business. Creating 500 new jobs, good paying jobs, is important to our state economy, for the recovery of our economy also. So I want to thank you and Fidelity Investment for doing this and creating more jobs in our state. So with that, I just wanted to say that we're ready. Let's get back to work. Let's reopen our economy. And I want to welcome President Ruggerio to the podium. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Lieutenant Governor. Glad to see everyone here. This is a momentous occasion. You don't have to go back too far to realize that the legislature, along with the governor, has done some great things as far as economic development in this state. And the credit goes to a lot of people. It certainly goes to some members of the General Assembly, my colleagues, but it goes to the executive office for what they've done in the past. We don't have to go back too long to realize our economy was humming. We had 3.4% unemployment. Many people were working, and we were heading in the right direction, and then the pandemic hit. And as you all know, everything went upside down from there, but this is definitely a move in the right direction. I want to thank Rick and his organization for looking at Rhode Island and deciding to stay in Rhode Island and keep the jobs in Rhode Island and create more jobs in Rhode Island. So I want to thank him and his organization for that. I certainly want to thank the governor and the lieutenant governor, who have just been on board for a short period of time for the work that they've been doing to restore our economy. You all know this is an absolutely phenomenal campus. Many people work here. Obviously, most everyone is working remotely because of the times we're facing. But I think that with the vaccinations, with more people getting the vaccinations, more people feeling safer, more people feeling comfortable to go back to work, not just remotely, but in person, I think that bodes very well for Rhode Island. As far as these positions are concerned, I'm enthused by the fact that they're going to be offered to a lot of Rhode Islanders, and that's what we've been trying to do. I'd love to have a dime for every time I heard from somebody who said there are no jobs in Rhode Island. My son, my daughter just graduated, and they have to go out of state for employment. This is a great jump start. I want to thank Fidelity for keeping us in mind here. And as always, the General Assembly stands ready and available to assist you in any manner whatsoever. So I want to thank everyone for coming here today. And I certainly want to thank the governor, and I can't forget Stefan Pryor, the Secretary of Commerce, who he and I have worked very closely together over the past 6 years, and we're going to continue to do so. So thank you all very much today. Thank you, Fidelity. Let's keep the ball rolling here. We need the jobs in this state. We need people back to work. We need good paying jobs where people have room to advance. So thank you all very much.
Sure, yeah. Let me just cover a little bit of the ground that we've been working on.
Good afternoon. What a terrific announcement. I think we've hit afternoon, not sure yet. What a terrific announcement. Governor McKee has been taking every effort to reopen the economy. We're proud of the fact that in New England, we're helping to lead the way in bringing jobs back, bringing people back to offices, bringing people back on the job wherever they may work. And we're so pleased that Fidelity is joining in that McKee administration effort to get back to work again. And in recognizing that Rhode Island is a fantastic place to double down, Fidelity is really paving the way for others. We're so pleased that the economy is experiencing such positive momentum. As a matter of fact, Moody's rates the states, the rating agency rates the states on how they're doing compared to one another in getting what they call back to normal. And Rhode Island is ahead of the nation, while our immediate neighbors are actually following behind. We're so pleased that under Governor McKee, our state is leading the way on the economic recovery, but we can't take it for granted. We've got to form corporate partnerships like that with Fidelity, and I have to say Fidelity is truly an exemplar in this phase where we are emerging from the pandemic, to be sure. But Rick Meadors, it's been a pleasure over multiple years to dialogue about the possibilities here in Rhode Island. You've been proactive about it, and executives, including Kathy Murphy and others, have been phenomenal in assessing where our workforce may be best positioned to help this company grow. And you were true to your word in that when the opportunity arose, you're taking a major step. That this 500 job increase is very significant, and we're so grateful that you are contributing to Northern Rhode Island and all of Rhode Island in that growth. Under Governor McKee, we'll keep plowing the way forward for Rhode Island and the entire region, and we're so grateful to the Senate President, Dominick Ruggerio. There couldn't be a better executive General Assembly relationship than you've enabled. I also want to thank Speaker Shekarshi in his absence for making that possible. Lieutenant Governor, you're creating the right climate for all businesses, including our largest businesses and our smallest businesses. So thank you very much, and there's no better place to do it than Smithfield. Rick, we're so grateful that through dialogue, we actually result in very substantial, tangible improvements. So believe me, when you call again, we will answer again, and I hope the same is returned. And what a marvelous corporate public-private partnership. Thank you.
Ready? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, come on up.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you to this group up here. I mean, it's been fantastic since Governor McKee came in, and the relationship that he's had with the town of Smithfield and the different local governments as a whole, and welcome, Lieutenant Governor. We're glad to have you up here, and Senate President and Stefan. This is just an unbelievable team that works collaboratively with our town, and I have my council president here, Susie Alba, and council vice president, Sean Kilduff. It's this collaboration between the state and local government that helps grow these great corporate partnerships like we have with Fidelity. Fidelity came in actually when I was across the street at Bryant, and they started in the late 90s. I was like, wow, what is this coming? And what it's grown to from the smaller campus with the 100 building all the way up to where we are today. 3 humongous office buildings growing the financial corridor of Smithfield. And we appreciate the partnership with Fidelity. Adding these new jobs to Smithfield and to the state as a whole definitely shows where everything is going and the economy will be coming. So good things to come, and it's definitely a good day to have it when the sun's out, because the light is at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, thanks, Randy.
Thank you.
You can take questions, Rick. You can take questions.
Greg, when do you think employees are going to be working here again in person? And also, are there plans to require vaccinations for employees or somehow incentivize vaccinations for Fidelity employees?
So I think, excuse me, I have to get used to this. You've mastered it. In terms of the question of reentry, we are actively developing plans on how and when we would reenter. It is not a question of if, though. Our leadership is committed to the fact that we will return to the office. We believe that there's unique opportunities for communication, collaboration, creativity, and camaraderie that you only get when you're working together in the office. I think, though, that we'll use the lessons of the last year we've been working for remotely and really create a hybrid model of the best of both worlds. And so we're looking forward to doing that and creating a great experience for our associates, whether they're returning or these new associates as well. And in terms of the vaccination question, I think it's fair to say that Fidelity is a data-driven company, that we look at the same science and health metrics as the governor and his team have looked at. We believe in the science and the efficacy of vaccines, and we are strongly encouraging our employees to get vaccinated as soon as they're eligible.
When do you anticipate the hiring to begin for these new associates?
The hiring will begin. In fact, if you went to fidelitycareers.com today, these positions are posted. And we expect that hiring process to go over the second and third quarters of this year at least. And we're preparing to interview and hire and onboard those associates virtually at this point.
They're going to work there or from home?
I think eventually, perhaps both eventually.
When
Yes.
that happens, will it be at one of your existing buildings or a new building that you'll be picking up?
We'll be using our existing space.
Any specific programs with, like, obviously the colleges and universities around here to graduate in a few months?
Yeah, you point out once again that one of the key aspects of these roles are they don't require a license and that we do provide training. That training usually takes about 6 months or so. And I think we do have a great opportunity to have some partnerships with the public and private universities, the community college, et cetera. So we're looking forward to that. There's some great talent in the state. We look forward to tapping into it.
There's been some industries that have said they're having a hard time finding workers right now. Have you seen that, and do you expect to have a hard time finding 500 people to fill these roles?
Well, we always do assessments of the various labor markets we're in, and we have a high level of confidence that we will be able to find that type of talent here in Rhode Island. I think it's also important to note that this is part of a larger growth pattern and strategy for us. We've grown 77% in these roles in the last year. So we have a high level of confidence that we'll be able to hire some great talent in this state.
Base salary?
I don't have that specific information, but be happy to follow up. I think it also is fair to say that we offer a very competitive benefits package as well as the fact that you get to walk at lunchtime in a beautiful surrounding like this as well.
And it's always this beautiful out, every day.
Even better, I think, even better.
You mentioned that these are entry-level jobs. You're thinking that you're going to get early career just out of college folks. But can you speak a little bit to the impact of this pandemic on those just out of college people looking for jobs?
Certainly that would be one of the places in the labor market we would look at, but also folks that may be in customer service facing roles in other industries as well, that may have been hit by the pandemic, that maybe it gives them an opportunity to take on a new career. And I think these positions are a great on-ramp to a great Fidelity career. So I think the answer is both. I don't think we would preclude one segment of the labor force from participating. Thank you.